Hello, and welcome to the podcast. Today, I'm going to be giving you a little Mercury retrograde pep talk. Okay. Because listen, everybody wants to be a part of things until Mercury retrograde comes to the party, right? So, listen, we are now in Mercury retrograde, and I have been having people come out of the woodwork. I have been having technology break. I literally took in my car to get fixed, and my seat automatically like goes backwards and it crushed my laptop as I'm getting ready to launch this podcast and going through editing all those things. Okay. So you cannot allow yourself to be victimized by Mercury retrograde. So let's instead find some tips that will empower you. Okay. First tip, I want you to think about this is your time for unfinished business. What do you have in your wheelhouse, in your project book, in your life, in your relationships that need revisiting? This is the time, honey. This is the time to get it clean and tidy. This is the time to finally put the bow on whatever it is. Okay. So we are going back and thinking about what do I have an open ticket on? What do I need to close? What do I need to figure out? Finally, this is your time. This is what retrogrades are for, especially Mercury. Thinking about it, things go backwards. So we're not wanting to end up in the past, but there's so many things that we needed to tidy up that we want to put like a little bow on. So that's your first tip. Your second tip, back up everything. Have another plan of action. Okay. So, what I mean by back up everything, back up your technology. Like, for example, if you are writing something, it's almost like, yes, you want to hit the save, but you also want to like copy and paste it somewhere, maybe. You want to figure out, okay, where could this go wrong? And I'm going to have a backup plan, is really what I mean by backup. And then also, maybe, you're going to notice some things fall through, some plans fall through, et cetera, et cetera. So make backup plans, backup everything, back up your work, back up your plans, and, make an opening for yourself to realize, oh my gosh, this isn't that bad. Or, wow, it's not that serious if something bad goes wrong because you have that backup plan. You have the energy already moving forward, knowing, okay, I don't have to freak out. I can just breathe through this. I already have planned for the worst, so to speak. And then the third tip is I want you to utilize this space to understand it will be okay. Even when things don't go your way, even when you feel triggered or upset, I want you instead to think about how you are dealing with this, how you are dealing with this in a different, special way that maybe you never thought of before. So, what I mean by that is, I want you to go into this retrograde season understanding that you are in full control. You have the ability to create, you have the ability to surrender, and you have the ability to pivot. Now, honey, this pivot is where your life will change. Okay. So, what I want you to think about is if I am triggered, okay, all example, my computer broke this morning. So I could have, the trigger was, oh my God, my computer's broken. The behavior could have been, I'm going to flip out. I'm going to have a panic attack. And then I'm just going to shut down and not deal with it. No, 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 honey, I am not doing that. So I pivot. Okay. So, yes, my computer broke. Is there anything I can do? Oh, not really. So, what I did is I just took a couple deep breaths. I looked at that screen and then I wanted to cry, but I took another couple deep breaths. And then I even did what is called a dandelion breath. All right, you ready to dandelion breathe with me? What I want you to do is picture a dandelion in front of you, and I want you to breathe in through your nose. And then as we exhale, we're going to blow out the dandelion and all its seeds. Ready? Let's do it 2 more times. Ready? And again. Okay. Now I feel a little bit better. So I did a dandelion breath and I realized, oh my God, I have a warranty. I have a warranty. So I was able, once I got through all the anxiety and I counteracted it with this dandelion breath, I was able then to have my logic brain back and not be working in the back of my brain in that limbic system where we get into fight or flight. And then I was able to service the warranty, honey. Granted, it will take me 46 days for this to be received and for me to get the packaging and for them to send back my computer and blah, 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 blah. But I'm not subscribing to that. Instead, I'm going to take another dandelion breath. Okay. So those are 3 tips that you can use for Mercury retrograde. And just remember, it is not that serious. Okay. So our first tip is just redo things that need to be done. My second tip is always have a backup plan or whatever it is. And my third is find a different way. It's not that serious. So if we can find a different strategy, we can find a different way. I hope that was helpful. And I hope you use these Mercury retrograde tips to get you through and find yourself better coming out than when you came in. Okay, take care and please like, subscribe, and continue to listen as each month I will be bringing you all sorts of goodies. All right, take care. Happy retrograde season.